Hello everybody, llazyneiph here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. If you watch my Ultimate Decades Challenge, hello, welcome. Today I thought I would just make a really quick video, essentially a showcase of the latest royalty mod update, royalty mod Grand Balls. Aren't you glad I didn't just call it royalty mod balls? This is just going to be part showcase, part mini tutorial on how to actually use the update, how to set everything up to have a smooth experience playing it. I've got this absolutely gorgeous lot to play in here today. It is a residential lot, but it's essentially just one giant sort of ballroom sort of situation, which it's absolutely gorgeous. It is on the gallery, and I will leave all the information down below in the description if you would like to download it yourself. I've got my little tester family here, and they are all dressed and ready to go to the ball. I have given them lots of friendships, so they have loads of sims to invite as well. And if you're playing, I would really suggest that whoever you invite to the ball, take a look at what they're wearing for their formal outfits first, because you don't really want them to turn up in something less than ball appropriate, because whatever they're wearing for their formal, they will be wearing to the ball. So I've gotten all of that sorted, and right now I'm just going to hop into build and buy mode, and I will show you what to purchase in order to set up and get everything ready for your ball. Okay, so there are a few little things that are included in this update. If you are ever stuck looking for anything that's included in my mods, you can always go to the search bar over here and type open brackets LN, and just click right up here, text search for open brackets LN, and that will bring up absolutely everything of mine. Ignore this. That is mine, but that will bring up everything of mine that's included in my mods. If you are meant to purchase it from build buy mode, it will be under that prefix. So setting up for the ball, you will need to come down here first off to grab a ballroom ID. Now, if you've played other royalty mod updates, specifically the daily duties, you will be familiar with other room IDs like the estate and private quarters. It's really annoying because there is no way really in the Sims that Sims are able to discern what type of room they're in. Of course, you could say there's a fridge in this room, so it must be a kitchen. However, there's no guarantee that every single player will place a fridge in the kitchen. Or, you could have a studio apartment where everything is sort of merged together into one room. And yeah, you just can't test for these things, which is how a lot of The Sims works, is that you test for things and you say, okay, yes, you've passed that test, we're in the kitchen, go to the kitchen. So the way I've worked around this is by having these little sort of tiny little rugs, and essentially your sim will look for these rugs and they will be like, okay, this little rug here, this is the ballroom. Or, if you place down a throne room ID in the room you want to be a throne room, the Sims will be able to discern and say, okay, that's a throne room, I know I need to go there. Obviously, I know that not everyone is going to want a little white dot in the middle of their throne rooms, so you can overlay these. Let me just put it under here, and if you click on, oh, this is a giant decal. Oh, Jesus Christ, I just deleted the floor. Okay, don't do that. Okay, now I've got it. So if you grab whatever rug you would like on top to hide the decal, the little room ID, if you click it and just place it down again, you might need to move it a little bit, then it will cover up and it will sit on top of that little white spot or whatever color you choose. I know it's annoying, but it's even more annoying that I can't test for specific rooms. Anyway, the reason why we are placing this ballroom ID rug down is that when your guests arrive at the ball, they will automatically all head towards the ballroom. Now, I've done this because otherwise, if I didn't, they wouldn't know where to go, and they would just start doing their ballroom activities in, the cellar or the bathroom, or probably outside. They would probably all wait outside and begin dancing outside and right in the front of your lot, which isn't ideal. So when you're starting a ball event, or you're building a ballroom for your Sims to include in your estates or castles, just make sure to place down one of these ballroom IDs. That way you won't have any issues with Sims dancing on the toilet. Now, another optional thing that you can place down is this grand entrance decal. And basically what this will do, it's basically a little small, actually I think this is a very enlarged version of this, but what this will do is when your guests arrive, or if you would like for your sim to as well, you can do that. When they arrive, they will come and they will stand right here in the center, and you'll get a little notification saying announcing Lady Smith or announcing Sir Smith or something, whatever their last name is, and you'll get a little like trumpets playing and all of that, and they'll bow or curtsy. So this is totally optional. Some sims, some guests will choose to do it of their own accord, some won't, they will get straight to socializing, but what you can do is send your sim to do it or send any guest to do it by clicking on it. And then another optional thing, if we just come over here to find a table or something, I have made this little champagne tray, because really, what is a ball without some champagne? Actually, I might find somewhere better to put that. Okay, I've just put it on this table right now, and this is just like a low poly sort of just fancy gold tray. Basically, it will come empty. Once you're in live mode, then you can click on it and refill it. If you have any past experience with the drinks trays that are in the game already, it's essentially the same thing. You'll pay to put champagne glasses on the drinks tray, and you can drink from it and guests will drink from it as well. So now that I have everything set up, I think it is time to start a ball. Now you can start it through the phone if you'd like, just like any other event, or you can start it through the calendar. I'm just going to start it through the calendar, so add event. And there are actually 3 different types of balls that you can throw. So let me just go down to the generic ball, which is right here. This is just your run-of-the-mill fancy royal or noble or whatever ball. If you would like a more themed ball, then we have a winter ball as well. You know, you get different sort of winter ball themed interactions, and your sims will also get a special buff while the event is running. And my favorite of the bunch, I think it is down here, there is also a masquerade ball. You'll get different interactions with this ball as well. But my favorite part of it is that guests will turn up in masquerade masks as well. I have made, I think it was the masquerade masks from Discover University and possibly another pack as well. Oh, I think the new romantic pack came with some masks. I have made them all base game compatible. They do come with the mod, and you will find them in Create a Sim if you want to wear them anyway. But your Sims guests, they will choose a random mask and they will show up wearing it. So for now, I'm just going to start a generic ball, and you can invite, obviously you need to have a host, and here's all of your guests. And you can also, you don't have to invite these, but you can also invite a pianist or hire a pianist or a violinist or hire them as well. I am going to stick to possibly in-game music for this. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna, in editing, add some fancy, you know, Tchaikovsky. I don't know how to pronounce it, but or like Bach or something. I might do that instead. The one thing I did try and include was like a new object where you could play those kind of very ballroom appropriate music from, but you know, I just couldn't do it. It just didn't work. It kept breaking, gave me loads of last exceptions, which was devastating, because you know, when you think of a ball, you think of that really grand orchestral music. I would love if The Sims had some sort of orchestra in it. You know, you can have Sims play the piano, you can have them play the violin, whatever, but yeah, it just doesn't really fill a room. It doesn't fill a room with music, and it doesn't go with the vibe. So I will skip these for now. I'll probably add music in post, but yeah, sadly I couldn't add new music, especially because the music channel injector is also broken, so we can't use that in our mods at the moment. So I'm just going to choose a host. I'm going to choose my male sim here. Okay, I just had to pause for a moment because I realized I had cheated a bunch of relationships, so we could have people to invite to the ball, but my sim hadn't actually technically met them, so they weren't showing up under the ball guests, which is very frustrating. But anyway, now we can invite some ball guests. Let's do that. Let's just invite absolutely everyone. We will invite his wife as well, even though she lives here. Just so, oh, not him, because he is the host. So we've got quite a few people coming. I would suggest having quite a lot of guests to this, because, you know, a ball with only 4 guests, it's not really, it's a bit underwhelming, I would say. Anyway, let's invite all of these guests. And like I said before, I'm going to skip the pianist and the violinist. And we are going to have it at their residence right here and choose right now. Okay, so let's pause for a moment. When you first begin the event, you will get this notification over here. And essentially, this is just a reminder of the objects you need or the things you need to do for the event, just so you don't have to go out of the game and find a tutorial or come and watch this video. You can just read this and just remember what to do, essentially. Now over here, of course, we have the goals your sim can meet, and the main goal is to have 4 sims ball dancing. Now I will take this moment to tell you about the framework mod that is required for this. There is a ballroom dancing mod by Mercury Foam, and just basically because animating a full ballroom dance is incredibly time consuming and difficult, and I'm not very good at animation. I've animated in the past and I'm just not good at it. So I thought I would reference things from her mod instead. So your sims will be dancing using the dances from Mercury's mod. And then the smaller goals are just generic, like sort of party dancing get together goals. Okay, our guests should be arriving now. I do just have to cancel and sort of place down another door over here because I don't think this beautiful art was tested before it was uploaded, and sims can't actually walk up here. So if you're planning on downloading this lot, just be aware that they can't actually get in it. So you might have to do what I've done, which is just put a little side door in. Anyway, our guests should begin to show up right about now, and I know that she is coming. She is a ball guest. If she stops walking, you can see above her name it says ball guest, and she is wearing a beautiful gown, and she's gonna go in our janky little side door here. And as you know, she knows which room is the ballroom because she has gone within a certain radius of this little rug here that IDs the room as a ballroom. Okay, now that our guests are all here and we're socializing and everything, we're getting ready to dance, let's actually change the stage to dancing, which is something new I've included in this event, and that is to give you, the player, the opportunity to decide when you want to switch stages. So we're going to move from the socializing stage right now to the dancing stage, and to do this you just need to click on your host, come here to the new ball menu and click time to dance, and that will change the state to dancing. And you can see some sims actually lining up here to begin dancing. And like I said before, and he's dancing with his wife, that's really cute. Like I said before, these are Mercury Foam's dances from their mod, the ballroom dancing, and sims will pick at random who they actually dance with. If you would like your sim to dance with a specific sim, just click on them and come under here to Ball's just making out with his wife, and you can choose to slow dance together or Viennese waltz. So let's do the Viennese waltz, and we'll do it with his wife because she's right there. Here we go, they're beginning to dance. It sounds like we've actually just completed our main goal as well. Once you are ready to transition from dancing to settling things down for the evening, then you can click on your host sim, come here to ball, and you can click this here, time to wind down the event. And this will transition the sims from mostly dancing. Some will still dance, but others will now focus on drinking and socializing again, and that will last for an hour and a half. And I do just want to say really quickly, you probably want to invite quite a lot more sims to this event than I have. You know, this is quite a big ballroom, and just for testing purposes, my sims don't know very many sims, so you're just gonna want to invite some more sims, I think. But let's wind down the evening. And just before we do that, I'm going to come over here to the champagne and you can click on it and it will say restock tray for 500 simoleons. And there we go. Now she has 4 champagnes to choose from. Okay, I did just have to move it to this little table because she was having a fit about not being able to reach it. But there you go. And she's drinking the champagne, and once she's finished that, she will get a little happy moodlet down here. So even though the event is about to end soon, I will just wind down the event. And so that will either last for an hour and a half if you have more than an hour and a half left on your time remaining, or it will, you know, it will just end in 10 minutes for me. And in this, they will again socialize, drink, and some will still dance. Obviously, you'll have to do a bit of a better job at completing the goals than I have, but my mind's been a bit elsewhere. And there we go. I've just completed the ball, and completing this event, getting a, you know, a bronze, gold, or silver, you will get reputation if you have Get Famous. If you don't have Get Famous, you will still get a loot to the Empire Treasury and Empire Happiness. Okay, so that is it for this short little video. This is just like a little short and sweet update, adding some more things for your Sims to do within the royalty mod. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the update and throw some very lavish balls and probably invite a few more Sims than I did. But that is all for today, and please subscribe and like the video. It really helps to get it out there and get it to new viewers. But hopefully I will see you next time. Have a good one. If you like talking about all things royalty mod, or just want to keep updated on anything related to the mod, then come on over to the Discord. There are loads of friendly people here, and we would love to have you. There is a link in the description to join the Discord.